Welcome to AI-powered trend modeling. In this course, you'll learn how to harness the power of artificial intelligence, specifically LLMs, to automate, scale, and enhance your trend modeling process. My name is Marco Morana, and I'm the author of this course. A synopsis of this course, you need to know this is a 4-hour prediction focus course aimed to equip you as a cybersecurity professional with the necessary skills to perform LLM augmented trend modeling, in essence, using trend modeling with artificial intelligence. We will blend the classical standard frameworks such as Stride, PAST, and others with the LLM tools, including specific tools besides ChatGPT, StrideGPT, for example, will provide examples how to use those tools and generate trend models using LLMs. Here we're showing the course roadmap for the course. In essence, you have the course is structured in 8 modules. The first module, trend modeling foundation. So we're beginning by reviewing the classical trend modeling concept and methodologies like Stride, PAST. So this ensures that everybody has a common baseline before introducing AI and LLMs. The second module will cover these fundamentals. We cover the basics of AI and machine learning, specifically focus on the application of machine learning and AI in cybersecurity. Basically, what you will learn to understand why AI systems expand the attack surface and require new approaches. On the third module, practical threat modeling process, we then will do a walkthrough step-by-step process threat modeling, which include defining the scope, the composing the architecture, building a data flow diagram, and mapping threats to components. This course basically anchor standard practices before layering AI on top. The fourth module will move to integrate AI in threat modeling. So at this stage, it will show how AI and LLM can improve, augment, and automate parts of the threat modeling workflow. You will see the value of AI-driven threat modeling assistance, for example, by automating the enumeration of the threats and in essence speed up the analysis or threat modeling using LLM. The fifth module, data for LLM augmented threat modeling. The threat model, augmented LLM threat model is as good as the data. So we'll focus on how to prepare the data and the sources for example, managing properly the threat model from a perspective of the threat intelligence feed, the vulnerability feeds, CVEs, and the logs. And how important it is to pre-process the data besides the sources and to do feature engineering in order to, for example, prompt engineering to improve the accuracy of the threat model analysis. So in essence, this is a very important module because ensures that LLM generates some meaningful context-aware outputs of the threat model. In module 6, we'll also evaluate the quality of LLM threat models and augmented threat models, and we'll see how you can generate the threat scenario and how to measure the accuracy of their outputs, the LLM outputs for threat modeling using some metrics such as, for example, metrics to determine the accuracy of the threat model, the sensitivity, false positives, false negatives. The number 7 module is where we do the practice. So we'll dip and dive in GenAI tools for augmented threat modeling. We'll explore hands-on demos with tools like StrideGPT, which is a GPT tool for specifically conducting threat models with Stride methodology. But also we look at ChatGPT and use of prompt engineering to basically construct and build threat models. And we'll show out information and documentation given to ChatGPT in a prompt engineer. A template for threat modeling can provide a lot of insights about the threats and controls and the risk of the architecture that you threat model. Finally, last but not the least, in the last module 8, we will also look at the AI threats. So in essence, AI as a technology introduces new emerging threats. We'll look at those, like prompt injection and others. And then we'll also provide some reusable checklists and guidelines that you can follow for AI augmented threat models, as well as AI threat modeling. And then finally, we'll also map this course from a perspective of EC Council certifications, basically closing with resources and how to continue your learning journey. So in essence, you follow this roadmap, you'll be starting with the fundamentals, then progressively you'll be learning into how to use AI and how to use AI for augmented modeling. We'll cover the tool, the process, the standards, and the technology until you, as a learner of the course, you'll be empowered after watching the videos. There are 3 videos for each model, about 24 videos, and taking the quizzes, 5 quizzes for each model, including final 25 questions, assessment quiz. At the end, you'll be ready to apply elementary modeling skills in practice in your projects and your applications. Before we dive into the course content, let's set some expectations around what you should be already know and what you don't need to worry about. What you should already know before starting, you should have some basic understanding of cybersecurity fundamentals. The basics are terminology like knowing what a threat, an attack, and vulnerability, and an assets are. It also helps to be familiar with architectural diagramming and basic components of an architecture, and how to use specifically to illustrate the data flows of an architecture to identify threats and determine the attack surface on an application. Some exposure to threat modeling methodologies is helpful, but it's not required. Obviously, it will help, but it's not required because we will explain everything from the ground up. Finally, you can bring a bit of curiosity if you're taking this course. There's some curiosity around LLM can be used, or I can use to do automated modeling is key. What you don't need to know, you don't need to have any knowledge of AI or LLM threats before starting this course. We'll actually cover these threats also during the course. No prior experience with AI, machine learning, or data science is necessary. So you don't need to coding skills in AI. This is a practitioner focused course. It's not a developer course. And finally, you don't need, as I mentioned, deep dives in applying Stride, PASTA, or other modeling methodology, because we'll include those methodologies step by step as explaining how to apply those in practice. So in essence, the goal of this course is to be accessible to a wide range of security professionals, as long as you have foundation in cybersecurity, interest in learning how I can enhance the modeling, you're ready to get started. Some additional information to wrap up the course from an audience perspective. The course is designed for cybersecurity professionals, so which includes security architects, threat analysts. In essence, if you're a security practitioner, you want to strengthen your understanding of threat modeling and apply threat modeling practice from enabling for conducting your threat modeling. This is especially valuable course for you, especially if you are doing product security, engineering, you're doing threat intelligence, or even security operations. Integrating AI into modeling workflow is key, and also for cybersecurity is key, but also for threat modeling. This course will offer learners very practical skills to use in AI power and augmented threat modeling tools, including, like I mentioned, Stride GPT and prompt engineering, threat modeling templates for ChatGPT or any chat-enabled interface like Gemini or others. And by the end, you'll be able to, in essence, advance your threat modeling practice from a manual threat modeling approach to a more modern AI-driven technique-supported threat modeling. You will get some hands-on experience of the tools, as I mentioned, and also you will see how you can generate the threats, map the risk of those threats, and then also improve documentation. Who benefits? Of course, this course is beneficial for a wide audience of trainees. It's intended to equip both newcomers to AI but also experienced security professionals. So it's practical, but also provides future-ready skills that you can apply in a day-to-day work. So whether you are just starting to explore AI or really deep in security practice, this course will give you some actionable methods to modernize and scale your threat modeling practice. All right, so that's what you know and what you can expect by taking this course. And let's get started with module 1.